Well, hey, this is Sean with Coastal Virginia Karate. There's a concept in the traditional martial art worlds which I agree with and I disagree with, which are many. But this one particular one is that you need to walk in the footprints or the path of the master. In other words, your sensei. So if it took your sensei 15 or 20 years or 30 years to get to where he's at, the thought process is that you should devote 15, 20, or 30 years to get to where he's at. But the problem I have with that is that if I start here and I've ended here, I've had to learn everything here. And I've had to take this long path of learning and corrections and teaching and everything else. So all this is gully I've had to learn. All right? It is possible to take all this knowledge and condense it into a package, into a training methodology that bridges the gap. So here's the gap of all the knowledge. But using first principle thinking and logic, you can make a bridge. That's what we do here at CoVA. We make a bridge that goes over the gully, teaches the concepts and ideas and foundation, and lets you shortcut all this by taking this bridge. You still learn the same ideas, the same concepts, but the foundation is different. At the end of the path, you'll have everything you need to apply to the core information. Now, what a lot of these traditional karate schools want you to believe, and I'm not disputing it, I'm not agreeing with it either, is that the traditional martial arts system may compose of 14, 15, or 16 different katas, in addition to weapon katas. These katas are the curriculum. Let me repeat that. The katas are the curriculum. So for every kata, it might take you 2 months or 3 months to learn just the kata, then the corrections. So every year you might learn 5 katas. And within 2 years, you might learn half the system and then earn your black belt. But what you're doing is you're memorizing the katas, because that's what your instructor learned, was to memorize and perfect the katas. What we focus on are the nuances, the concepts, ideas, and the techniques in the katas. And we encourage you as a student to evolve, express yourself, and find your meaning within the katas, using the bridge and the foundation that we help set for you. So if you currently practice in any martial arts, Kung Fu, Kung Tao, Filipino martial arts, BJJ, karate, Shotokan, doesn't matter. Any of the martial arts you practice in, what we teach can be utilized in any of these other systems. Consider it plug and play. The honest truth of this whole thing is that each and every one of us are essentially the same bodies. We have the same arms, the same joints, the same wrists, the same arms, the same legs, the same torsos. We might differ in stature, in size, in shape, but for the most part, we're relatively the same. Our arms, our legs, and our bodies do relatively the same thing. All the movements that we do in Shorin-ryu are in other systems. So therefore, the concepts we're teaching will work in your system with some small modifications. If you want to spring forward, fast forward, and condense your training time, come see us. My contact information is either below or to the side or at the top of this video, depending on the platform you're looking at this. I offer 2 free classes to try us out, no obligation, no long-term contracts.